Oh, we're live.
We are live.
Mm-hmm. We're live right now?
Right now.
Okay. Hi. Happy Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You've got...
Patty?
I have to always say Laurie.
Wait, were you thinking of your name?
Every time I say Britton, I always say Brit. Laurie. I'm Laurie.
And I'm Britton.
So today we thought we would do something fun.
Yes.
Many of you may not know, but Patty is great at mixing flavors. So if you do our flavors subscription, a lot of those are her brainchild and her ideas. Yes, she does our R&D at the stores for a lot of for all of our drinks, actually, our limited time drinks and our sandwiches.
I need some new recipes.
Yeah, I need some food.
And you might hear some rumbling, and we've got a pretty big storm rolling through. If we lose you,
and I know it looks normal in here. The rest of the room is crazy. We have been
doing construction,
remodeling our office, and so there's a wall down on that side into a picture room. So we've got this really nice creative space. We've been moving offices. We came Saturday and painted like crazy people. Yeah. I'm not a great painter.
I didn't see
there
any
may be paint on the carpet.
Oh, I didn't see any. I looked for it.
Definitely paint.
Not bad, though.
Not that bad.
Like I thought we
really
did a pretty
good job.
Actually,
the worst paint was I actually tripped over a paint can and tipped it over, and I did
it's dark brown paint.
Oh yeah, it's in Brett's office.
Okay,
clean as quick as we could, but
we need new flooring. Anyway.
Yeah, we're getting new flooring.
Yeah. We did
someday. But it's fun. Maybe we'll do some pictures of our offices because they're pretty cute.
Yeah.
Actually, they're getting there.
Yeah. Well, she said we could paint it however we liked.
The studio in here, it used to be like your office with the video studio, and there was a big wall and closet in between, and you were moving offices, and my brother and I came to you and we're like, we think we're going to take this whole wall out. And she's like,
so I've got like open ceiling and cords, and it's not a remodel though. It's just a refresh. Well, in case anybody's looking,
there's a wall down.
No, it's just a
closet. That closet wasn't there originally. Yeah. So we just removed the illegally built closet.
So we're actually doing good.
Yeah, but it's nice because we have a big creative space.
Oh, good. Here's me squinting.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Jennifer and Charles.
Okay, thank you. I am very blind. So today, why don't you talk about a little bit how they could do, like how you prepared the coffee here and how they can do this at home. But before you do that, I was actually at the doctor's, and the nurse, I thought this was brilliant. I don't know. I haven't thought about this before because we do have half calf coffee available. Yes. Only in like what?
Four flavors: hazelnut, vanilla, macadamia,
and cafe caramel and beanery.
Yeah.
Right. But what she does, which is she just takes a bag and a bag of regular and a bag of decaf and mixes them.
Yeah. Hey, people did it that way for years, right?
Yeah. Welcome, Charles. If we see your orders, we happen to catch them, we try to write a little note.
Yeah.
What did Logan say?
Oh, technically it's a blank.
Technically, it's a freestanding office under the main building, so we're good.
Oh, good. It's not like a store where sign permits and everything else. But I thought that was really smart, and I know that a lot of people at home have talked about mixing flavors themselves at home. How did you do it here? Just because I would have done it so differently and would have been so ineffective because I would have probably made 6 pots and then did a potion.
Yeah, which I mean you could do, but at home do you have 6
horrible.
pots?
No,
right?
That's a horrible idea. You'd have to drink 6 pots of coffee or something.
Yeah. Good morning, Crystal.
And Chuck.
Morning, Chuck.
Oh, good morning, Chuck.
So
see you soon.
I know. I can't wait. Hopefully these storms in Florida go away so we can have
a fun time.
A fun
vacation.
Yeah. So what I did with these flavors was I went and grabbed actually some of our sampler packs of coffee that's pre-ground, and I just mixed them together.
So they're little 1.75, so they're 1 point.
Yep, a pre-ground coffee, and then I just mixed them together, the grounds together before I brewed. In the filter. Okay. Yeah.
So you could even do this in a K-cup, a refillable K-cup.
Yeah.
You could mix the grounds
together.
Absolutely,
you could. Yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a very small amount, but, you know.
but still.
And I really did a 50-50 mix on these. We have not tasted these, so we do not know what they
taste like.
We
have no idea. Or
Yeah.
you could even put them in a Tupperware and, like, shake it up and then do it for your refillable K-Cup. But you should make sure you really like it first.
Yeah.
Get your recipe right. Yeah, we like doing this because it really, like, lets you be a mixologist at home, right? So I want to try banana and cinnamon together. Okay, cinnamon supreme.
Yeah, because we
banana
have
nut.
over 40 flavors, but
Yeah,
think about combining them. How
Yeah.
I mean, your options are endless.
absolutely.
We're changing our marketing.
Yeah,
Over, what is it? Thousands
thousands of
flavor
combinations.
available.
Who does that?
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's like is Baskin Robbins that does?
Yeah,
Who is it does flavor combinations?
Somebody does that, yeah.
Coke. I don't know. Thousands of endless
Oh,
possibilities.
probably with those
Endless
hot machines. Or
possibilities.
whatever.
Yeah.
Endless
Good.
possibilities.
Endless.
So we have not tried these.
Yeah.
And we are going to be honest.
Yes. Okay, so
I've around 20 of those flavors. I bet you do.
yeah.
I see your orders.
Oh, yeah.
And we
100%.
appreciate every
Yeah.
one of those
Yes.
flavors.
Yes. All right. So I think I did it backwards. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So the first one should be caramel vanilla latte and French toast. And I named it caramel cinnamon maple latte.
I love how you can do this like so last minute too.
Cinnamon's so not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like in general.
Yeah, you guys aren't cinnamon fans. I like cinnamon.
Yeah.
I think this...
It's good. It just
Yeah.
like wouldn't be mine.
No, and I
Oh,
thought about
sorry.
that as I grabbed it too. We literally
Yeah.
like, oh, what are we gonna talk about today? 9:30. You know, we go live at 10. I'm like, okay, cool. Hold on a second. Let me go grab some stuff. Yeah.
Well, we did want to rush everybody knows
flavor.
the theme reveal,
Yeah.
the flavor thing. So we're doing that next week.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we do have maybe something
Planned.
intriguing planned.
Yeah. I think it should be funny.
Oh, mine will be funny.
I
Yours
think we
might be fabulous.
I think we should give you the hardest one and just see what happens.
Hey. I remember being this talk about the hardest one. This still didn't, but so we went to Disney when we were really young with actually Crystal and Chuck, our good friends, and they used to have this show, and they would they'd pick people out of the audience, and then you had to do sound effects. And they gave me the hardest one. Like, I had to do 6 different
What
things
was
at
it?
once. It's like you had to, like, do on the thing and do this, all these sound effects. But they each had, like, one task. And I'm, like, running around like a crazy lunatic person. And the end, I remember I had to do, like, a chandelier crash. So then they play it back with our sound effects with the
that's
movie.
so funny.
And it was like
Oh.
the chandelier crash, like everything's so delayed and awful. And then the chandelier crashes. It was probably like 35 seconds later, which is so long. And it's like the noise.
That'd be hilarious, though.
It
right?
was really funny.
I like
And
that.
obviously they made someone have the really hard task, and I'm sure I didn't do well anyway. So,
I love that.
but it was really fun. It was really fun because I went on my honeymoon to Disney, and then I think you were like 9 months old, and we went with Crystal and Chuck, and we just, being adults there,
Yeah.
it was just so easy. Like, you just
And it's
wandered
different
and
now,
did whatever
yeah.
you wanted.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And
well,
now you
even
take
when we
kids.
did Universal, like you, me, and Logan, it was
yeah.
just, we could literally, oh, let's get a drink. Oh, let's do this.
Yes.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
it was,
I want to see that princess.
or
Mommy.
like, no, our backs hurt. We don't feel good. We don't want to ride anything.
Time for a nap.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, Crystal
You know?
and I have gone to Disney quite a few, just us, and it's great.
Yeah.
And we just went to Epcot once to
I
watch
think we
the
did
fireworks.
Epcot too, as I wasn't like 21
when we,
or anything.
When we
but
drove Grandma Stovey,
Yeah.
we flew her back or drove
we
her
literally
back.
ate like the whole day.
We went there for one day, and it didn't even occur to me, like, we were driving her back home, and we were like, we have one day to go
One
to
day.
Universal.
We did Universal. I don't know when we did Epcot as adults, but we definitely did.
And then it rained. It was so rainy, and then it's like, well, it's our day, so
Yeah.
we're going.
yeah.
And then we did SeaWorld in January, or May, rather, and that
Yeah.
was fun. With those
Yeah.
dive hats on. If you
Well,
haven't gone
oh,
to
no,
Discovery Cove, if you have not gone to Discovery Cove in Florida, it is one of my favorite things.
That's
to
one
do.
of the coolest things I've
Are you
ever
guys doing
done.
it this year?
And I don't like water. No,
No.
we're gonna wait till the grandbabies are old enough
It's
to do the
difficult
dolphin
with
thing.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, it's expensive too,
Yeah.
especially for like 14.
Well, the water is
Mhm.
deep. There's like, you really have to have people on the kids all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
and you have to be very comfortable with water.
Yeah.
I mean, so you know,
And birds.
and birds.
Lori doesn't
Yeah,
like it when
right.
things brush her legs in the water.
No. Not a
Not
fan.
at all.
But we did this really cool thing where because of course I'm a scuba school dropout. So we put this huge helmet on our heads.
It's like 80 pounds.
So
It's
it's like
75 pounds.
the old school Jacques
Kinda,
Cousteau
and they
deep sea
and
diver.
they have a
climb
hook
onto
and
a
you
ladder.
climb down the ladder and they're hooking on your head because it's 75 pounds.
And they have a lift to lift
Wow.
it
Yes,
onto
and
you.
then once you get down there, it's only 13 pounds. But you breathe normally, and it's a pretty wide mask, and you're underwater with the fish and
Oh.
stuff. And you just breathe
There's
normally.
like
and
handrails.
it's like,
you just walk.
they said it's
That's
like
cool.
a cup, and it's like if you don't bend forward, like you can't like look down to see the things because water will come in the back.
Okay.
So, and there's obviously air
But all
going
you have
in
to
there.
do is just tip your head back.
Yes,
Okay.
and then it
will
goes
go
away.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, I was like a robot.
Yeah.
Walking around
I
because
wish there was
The
footage of
fish
this.
are like touching you and stuff.
That's cool.
it was super cool.
And there was a diver, and she had like a whiteboard thing, and she's like doing cards and
Yeah.
all that
Look at this.
stuff. And
And you could sneak your hand up and do it to do your nose.
yeah, you
To,
could
like,
put
get
your
the
hand,
air
you could touch your
pressure
face.
out.
Oh, okay. How deep down did you say it was?
We only
Like
went like 20
20.
foot.
That's still, I mean,
Yeah, we kind of descended in this little path.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was too
Really
short.
cool.
I would have loved it to be
And
longer.
they make you
You
wait
probably run out of
halfway
air.
down the ladder. You go halfway down the ladder, they make you wait, and then you can go the rest
adjust
of the way.
because the first 10 feet of ear adjustment is the
Yeah.
worst or
Yeah.
something.
I wonder if they make
It's
you do that because you'll run
awesome.
out of air. That's why it's shorter, right?
Well, they literally have a boogie board with
Yes,
hoses.
with all of our hoses
all of the
attached.
hoses attached.
So if
Oh,
you
okay.
want to go up, if you're done, if
They have to come
whatever, they have to
disconnect you
disconnect it.
from
But
the
they've got
group.
like scuba people ready to
All
rescue
over
Okay.
you.
the
Yeah.
place.
Yo, yeah.
I
Um,
swear they have almost a person per person down.
But then we thought we
Seems pretty
accidentally.
important.
First of all, they said you couldn't drink, right?
yeah,
So our thing was like at 1:00. We paid for the premium
unlimited
alcohol, of
bar.
course.
Yeah,
And then it was at 1:00 our appointment. They're like, you can't drink beforehand, and we're like,
It's
well,
Well,
excuse
we're on
me.
vacation.
okay,
Excuse
something.
me. Yeah.
Either like give us our money back because we can't drink,
Yeah.
or and then she's
Yeah.
like, oh no, you just like can't be stumbling down.
We're
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, we're good. We're
We
fine
can do
then.
that.
Don't be sloppy. You'll be fine.
And then we thought we were going in the shark one for a
Oh
minute.
yeah.
We're like, because you can go in with the sharks, and I'm like, no.
that would scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
They're little baby sharks.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Not like, you know.
I mean, they could maybe
Full-grown
take your pinky
hammerheads.
off. I don't know.
they
I'm
got
sure
teeth.
they're really well fed.
You feed
Yeah.
the sharks, so
Yeah.
I mean, they say doing the dolphins or anything.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to. That they
Yeah.
kind of like bump into you, and
They
Siegfried
do.
and Roy worked with white tigers every day, and they still got mold. So,
And then we
you
did
know.
when we did. Oh, you weren't at the manatee thing. Like the manatees are super protected. Like when we did the manatee
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
you can just float there, and if they touch you, it's okay. But you cannot even put your arm out.
Sounds
I think-
familiar.
So there was a baby manatee by Branson. I think he's like
slowly.
But it's like a federal offense or something.
Because they're so protected.
They're really protected.
Manatees
Yeah.
are so cool.
And they're not in a the one we went to was not is Crystal Lake or something. It was not in like a preserve or anything. It's like
Okay.
you have to go find them out in the
wow.
Just
in the
finding
water.
wild manatees.
Okay, but like, if you're,
yes.
but like, aren't you also then like with the alligators and the snakes if you're like out in a wild
No,
preserve?
no.
Because
It's not
really.
like very overgrown or anything.
Not like
yeah, I'm thinking
swampy.
like the swamplands
No.
where
It's
like
not
the
swampy.
anacondas are.
It's
'cause
a, it's a lake.
ocean.
It's like a lake here.
we
It
know
looked
where
like
my
a
hard
lake
limit
here.
is. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was fine. And then you just go out there and you just put your
I'm like,
head
okay,
in and just
manatees
watch
are
'em.
cool. Anacondas and gators, no
And
thanks.
we found one it was the mommy and the baby, and then there was another mom that wasn't able to have kids or something. I can't remember.
Aw.
And she was like with the little cluster. It was like she was the second mommy.
She was the auntie.
It was
Aw,
really cute.
That is super sweet. I like that.
We got the cutest picture of that little manatee.
Uh-huh.
And they take picture. It was really a cool thing. It wasn't very expensive at all.
Nice.
They
I feel like
did
you
a
guys
great
find the
job.
cool experiences when you're on vacation.
It's that
Food
Viator. I'm going to
tours,
say
yeah.
Viator.com, and I don't work for them, but it's owned by Expedia. And even when we went to Europe,
yeah.
I go on there. We food tours and ghost tours and fun things
Yeah.
to do.
Food tours and ghost tours in every town, I feel like
Yeah.
is a must, right? Because you need like the food, obviously. Like a Chicago
Yeah.
food tour is one of my favorite things to do. And then a ghost tour is like history. You
Well,
know?
especially when you go to a new place. We always do a
Yeah.
food tour
Yes.
because you are sampling a lot of different food. Obviously, I love food. Sampling a lot of different foods. So you're not like only 3 restaurants because
Yeah.
you're only there for a little bit. And then they learn so much history of the area. and you meet people, which is always nice. But then you can ask the guides, like, hey, what's the hidden things to do, or what should we do? And it's always worked out really well for us.
Yeah. That's super
But
fun.
Viator is forever. You just put in your city.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I don't know if it's still true, but don't pick stuff the first time, because then they'll be like, oh, 15% off if you, one of those deals.
That's like everything, right? Load your cart and abandon,
Yeah.
Don't do them on the coffee beanery side, of course. But
What's your
Okay.
next one?
So,
oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
we
we
digress.
talk about
We
this.
digress. Yeah. Okay, so the next one, I mixed double Dutch fudge, which is going to be chocolate brownie,
Okay.
and Michigan cherry.
Oh, okay.
And so I called it, surprise, chocolate covered cherry.
So you can make your own.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as good as the chocolate covered cherry that we do, but it's still very good.
Yeah.
Well, and you can adjust. Like, I'd
I
probably
feel like
put a
more
little more
chocolate.
chocolate
Yeah.
in.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the nice thing, is you can adjust it to your preference, too.
With the French vanilla creamer I put in, it really brings out like the cordial that's in the middle
I
of
was
the
going to
chocolate
say
covered
it
cherry.
tastes like those cordials,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
chocolate cordials.
Yes, it
like
does.
that fake cherry flavor.
That you love, right?
I do love it.
Yeah, with the cream. It definitely, like, for me, it could use more chocolate, but it does taste Grammy would love this.
Yeah, exactly.
This would be Grammy's
Oh, yeah.
flavor.
This is really good.
I love the Queen Anne's.
This is a really, like,
things.
a decadent, even after dinner, you could have this as your dessert and feel like you're...
Yeah, and if you need decaf, both of them are available in decaf, so,
Or you get one in decaf and one in not.
I can't drink caffeine after, like, probably 3 o'clock or I'm up
You
all night.
can't drink caffeine.
It's really sad. I have my 1 cup in the morning, and if I have a second one, it's not pretty. I'm asking a dog, what do you need me to do?
You're me on when I'm on steroids. I
Yes.
love it, though.
Saturday, I had 2 cups of coffee, and I could just feel my heart racing. Okay, I need to go, like, do laundry. Calm down.
See, I don't feel that way at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely gives me a boost.
I think, though, caffeine affects me differently than, like, Mountain Dew caffeine.
Yeah.
Like, I can drink a Mountain Dew and not really feel anything, but for some reason, coffee makes me, like...
It's got to be however much. I mean, what is it,
like
95
jitter.
milligrams? Is that
But it's
about
probably
what it is?
very similar caffeine level.
I would say I know. I mean, this made me really sad. I will say on my food tolerance, I took one of those food tolerance things, and coffee was, it wasn't on my allergic, but it was like on my sensitivity.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I didn't like coffee for a long time, and everything on that list, I'm like, I don't like green peppers.
Yeah, mine
I
is
don't.
the
Cayenne
same.
pepper I do like, and obviously coffee.
Yeah. And things I've tried to eat to be really healthy, like peppers and stuff, were on my sensitivity list.
Yes.
I'm like, that's probably why I hate them.
You just don't like them. I think your body naturally doesn't like it.
my least favorite meat, and chicken was on there. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really like chicken.
And garlic was on there. Now I do like garlic, but I don't feel great. Now I'm paying more attention. I don't feel great if I...
Some of the bulb, like the onions, garlic, they're supposed to do something weird to your stomach. Definitely on some people.
So probably that, what is it, Kebab City?
And mine was all like
total
the
garlic. What is that
shade.
garlic stuff?
Okay, now I want that for lunch.
I want that for lunch too.
Yeah.
Some
I brought a
shawarma,
lunch too,
chicken
but
shawarma.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh
It
yeah,
is.
for sure. Okay, so our final flavor we're gonna try. I mixed together s'mores and our vanilla nut biscotti flavor, formerly vanilla nut cream, and I called it chocolate marshmallow nut biscotti.
I actually have 3 different flavors every morning before. What does it say? Can you read it to me? I'm before 9 o'clock.
So Charles said I usually have 3 different flavors every morning before 9 o'clock. I work until 1 in the morning at Shepherd Air Force Base, and I need a boost when I first get up. Yeah, dude, I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Till 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. That's
And you get up at 9
Where-
a.m.? When do you sleep?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Where's your 10 hours of sleep?
Do you get 10 hours of sleep? Because I'm kind of jealous if you do.
No,
My
but
Fitbit every day is like 5 hours. I'm like, but I want 8.
I do get a good, I probably get 8 hours of sleep a night, though.
Jealous.
I mean, you figure I had,
do
what,
not.
5 kids in 6 years, so I wouldn't,
You're
I
making
was
up.
sleep deprived for
You're making
a
up for
lot of
time.
years.
Yeah. When I hit 6 hours, like a good solid 6, I'm like excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, why though? Like I go to bed at like 11 or 11:30, and I get up at 7:30.
We don't go to bed late or anything. I just like literally cannot sleep.
Oh.
I fall asleep, and then
Then
at
you
like
wake up.
usually about 1, I wake up, and sometimes I can go back to sleep around 4 or 5.
Oh, see, that's frustrating. And I heard that for some women that happens later in life. So I was always like, please, no, don't let this happen. But I do naturally wake up at 6:30 every morning. Oof. Like, I always get up and I look at the clock and I'm like, no, I still have to sleep. Yeah. Go back to sleep.
It's not my time.
It's like hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, seriously? I didn't know that was even coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah. I didn't, because I did the Weather Channel because we had book club tonight. And I was trying to figure out if we could be outside or inside.
Oh, yeah. No.
I did get some book or game in the mail that we can play tonight.
Oh, fun.
You guys, I did
Jen,
get
get
6 hours and 17 minutes of sleep last night.
So, but what do you do then from 1 to 4?
I read.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jen gets 4.5 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to sleep for like 30, 40 minutes.
You guys, I would be so grumpy. You wouldn't be able to talk to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you get used to it. I mean, I remember with all the babies, it's like...
what did my thing say? This is my real problem. Sometimes my sleep duration's long, but my restorative sleep is like
that's
under
not good.
under
That'll
60%.
make you grumpy.
Yeah.
Because you're like working on low whatever.
I don't REM nearly long enough. I don't go into deep sleep nearly long enough.
Huh.
I just can't.
Apparently, we're supposed to meditate.
Because maybe you should go to bed later.
No, I'm constantly waiting for the kids. I'm constantly trying to hear the kids.
Yeah.
But they're old enough now that.
I even took the monitor out to try to sleep more.
Yeah. You're just.
And I think it made it worse.
You're hardwired from that, right?
Yeah.
Because you spent so many years.
Because they get up. Yeah. Like Dallas came in 2 nights ago. Mom, I'm scared.
Oh.
That's what you tell them?
Yeah.
Said, lay on the floor. I'm sleeping.
Make a nest on the floor.
I did.
I was like, make a nest on the floor. Well, we had 5 kids in 6 years.
5:30 at the
no
gym.
Way.
No way.
5:30. Wow, I'm proud of you. That
is
huge.
some commitment.
I used to once upon a time go to the gym.
For like a good solid 8 months, I was getting up at 6 and working out for an hour.
I have never been able to do that, but also I've never tried.
I did like 10 minutes of yoga for a while in the morning, and just 10 minutes of yoga was a really nice way to start the day.
I'm like, what is the last possible moment that I can sleep until and still get up and get my son on the bus?
What time do you have to get up, though?
So I think I set my alarm at like 7:15 and then actually make myself get out of bed by 7:35 to get my son on the bus at 8:10.
Okay, see, mine's 7:20.
Yeah. I have to be out of bed by 6:45, in the shower, out of the shower by 7:15 to get the kids ready because we have to leave the house by like 7:40.
All the way and
you got a lot of driving to do.
So once we leave the house by 7:40, I can usually get here by 9.
And I live about 4 minutes away from the office, so for me, I put my son on the bus and then I come right here.
Yeah, I've got an hour in the
really
car
easy.
in the morning and at night.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It's so fun.
That is. Yeah. Well, just wait till all the activities, right?
Oh yeah, then the the
activities. It's like you end up rolling in at like 9:30.
The activities used to kill me, but now my son drives, and now it's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do with my evening?
There's so much time.
Oh.
And then they leave, and it's so sad.
Yes.
I mean, they're
then you have another kid.
It's over.
Yeah.
What does it say?
I get it done before my husband leaves for work. I get home immediately and brew a pot so he can take him out. Aw,
that's nice.
You're such a good wife.
Oh, today is the
really
apricot. We still have a little
Oh,
bit of
I
the 2.5.
did love that apricot and the apricot
I think
chocolate.
we need to bring the apricot and chocolate was so good. Hey, mixologist. Yeah.
Chocolate apricot.
Yeah.
I wonder if they could make us that flavor.
I'm totally on my 3rd flavor. Are you on your 3rd flavor?
Yeah, we've tried it.
Oh,
we didn't talk about it though. S'mores and vanilla nut biscotti. I think it was okay. I didn't think there was anything special about it.
It tastes like a solid morning flavor.
Yeah.
Like not too fruity, not too like
there's
just good.
I taste mostly like the almond in it, I would say, and just a little bit of chocolate.
It does taste like a biscotti though.
Yeah. I really want a Bananas Foster one.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that again in like a month or so.
I have Bananas Foster ice cream at home.
Yes.
She's on a Bananas Foster kick.
Hey,
that's all she can talk about today.
I know.
Is that same brand that you got before that looked really good?
Okay, we're going to be Googling where she can get a Bananas Foster today.
Oh, I did buy someone else's coffee to try. Did we ever try it?
No, we didn't. It's in my office.
I'm at an
Where did it end up? It is in my office somewhere.
But I probably the coffee base isn't great. But one of our customers said that they were mad at us and we're going to buy their coffee. I'm like, go ahead, but we'll buy their coffee and
Thank
see.
you for reminding me. It's buried somewhere in my office. I'll find it.
We'll try that. But Bananas Foster.
My dungeon, it's real full. Yeah.
No. But that Jenny's, I'm telling you guys,
Jenny's ice cream.
Ooey gooey butter cake.
Oh, side note, you got
the best ice cream I've ever had.
The new box, the recipes are from our friend in Sweden.
Yes.
her partner, who is a very, very good chef. They both are.
They're amazing chefs.
yeah.
He was, because we translated it from Swedish to English, and he's like, that's
Something
A little
suspicious.
sketchy.
Something suspicious.
I think it'll be really good.
And we're gonna.
He's
we're
just
gonna
so
have more.
particular about desserts. They're pastry chefs, so they're like
Yes.
so
Okay, but
particular.
explain the level of pastry chef that they are. Like, they're like
They're the
decorated.
They've
Yeah.
won the World Olympics.
They won the World Olympics for
pastry, right?
Yeah, for dessert.
And she was
Is it
on it. They were
pastry or
both on a
cooking
show,
in
right?
general?
It's desserts.
I mean, I know that they were both on.
Yeah,
Like it's
shows.
like our Top Chef, but it's pastry chef.
Yeah.
yeah. We have all the baking shows. It was like 16 contestants and like
Yeah.
quite a long time. And Martin won it. And then a couple of years
And
later, they asked Mullen to do it, and then she won
Yes.
it.
And she didn't even try out or anything. They just approached her and asked her, and she's. I'm gonna tell you, Malin.
There's an apple flavor in this month, Charles.
Yeah.
Malin.
And
I
they
mean,
launched
if
the 22nd.
if
They're
I didn't
live
love
today.
her, I'd
Yeah,
hate her
yeah.
because
Oh,
Malin. She
yeah.
is so talented. It's
Like, she
amazing.
can paint,
Like she's
she
like,
can-
oh, I think I'm just gonna have a gallery in my house, and she can paint. Who knew she could paint?
Well,
So
she
she
did your
paints
art at
all
your
stuff.
wedding.
Yeah, she's
You know,
incredible.
and then we saw they sent us a video, and it's her and Martin singing. Apparently, they can sing too.
They're amazing.
And then she's
They are
like,
amazing.
"Oh,
Yeah.
this little, it's my first gingerbread house I ever think. It's a cathedral
yeah.
thing. Like, I mean, it just
Incredible.
absolutely talented. They're both incredibly talented
And
And
the
so kind.
sweetest people. Like,
Yes.
so nice.
Logan and I flew out to Sweden after I did it as a graduation gift to myself
Yeah.
from college, and Logan went with me, and I mean, they dropped everything
Yeah.
and spent so much time with us. We went to Denmark. We just
We went deep sea
incredibly
fishing.
gracious.
I remember that,
and
right? You got
generous.
caught. Yeah,
yeah.
that was just super fun. I like the pictures.
It was amazing.
Did they have their bakery when you guys went there then? So they
No,
hadn't
no,
opened
no.
it yet.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
still last time. They came in 2019. I think they came and visited,
Okay.
and they still hadn't bought it. They were just like getting really involved in
Yeah.
it, and now they're partners. And
Yeah, so it's called Olaf Victor's.
Olaf Victor's, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
I
I mean,
remember.
if
Yeah.
you
Go to their
we should put
Facebook
their
page. Yeah.
Instagram or
Yeah,
Facebook
it's
because
on
I mean
the-
it's amazing.
it's
It
on the
is.
cards, and we will post it.
I've never
It's in
seen
our
anything
blog.
like the things that they make.
Oh, it's
like,
It's
incredible.
almost too
Yeah.
pretty to eat, really.
Yeah.
But when she was at our house, she was a foreign exchange student at our house. She would make like your leftovers taste like a gourmet meal.
Oh yeah, it's
I mean,
incredible.
That's a talent
She's
right there in
just
itself,
amazing.
right? Because
Yeah.
who wants to eat leftovers, right?
Yeah.
So she's. I mean, they're really. They're just a really
Yeah.
special couple.
Yes. So when we wanted to do this box, and again, Sylvia, one of our customers, said, "Oh, you should do a Sweden box in our VIP group," and we're like, we know somebody who can help us with that. 'Cause we
Yeah.
don't want to butcher somebody's culture.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Mullen and Martin helped us curate the box.
Yes.
We'll have to get them to do a little video or
We
something.
do,
'cause
but that's
we
might be
cannot
for next
pronounce
week
the
because
flavors.
somebody came in from actually North Carolina, came into the office here. They were in the area, and she said she'd seen us on the lives, which was
that's
cute.
fun. Yeah.
And she asked me, she's like, "So how do you pronounce?" And I'm like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't
Yeah.
even.
I don't want to.
can't
I don't
even."
try that one.
Yeah.
Not today.
So,
Yeah.
But that was fun. It is fun. It's fun for people to come here and to see the. It's not very. I mean, we're all right here, the roasting facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever around.
If you're ever
We're here.
Flushing,
Yeah,
Michigan, right by Flint.
right
you know?
outside of Flint, Michigan. It's nice if you
We're
call
what,
and so we can,
about an hour north of Detroit, so
Yeah.
not that far.
not
Yeah.
that far.
We like to give tours, show people, like MTV Cribs
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
magic is made.
It's not that cool, but
It's not that cool
It's
to
fun.
us because we see it every day, but I gave the Benjamin Moore reps a couple weeks ago. They came in and I gave them a tour, and he messaged me like, we still talk about how cool that was.
Well, I think it's cool. I love manufacturing stuff. I just
Yeah.
mean it's not those big sky-rise super
Oh, right,
impressive
right.
offices. No,
Yeah.
we're
Well,
homegrown.
even when
Oh,
we
yeah,
went
yeah.
to
We're, like,
Ghirardelli,
local.
their
Yeah.
stuff was
yeah.
so cool.
You come in and you say, oh,
You're
this
not
is
gonna
it?
see
Yeah, this is it.
robots.
But I do remember-
real people. We're a homegrown
Right.
organization.
When I met
Yeah.
my husband before, when we were just dating, a couple dates in, and he
Yeah.
brought me here, it was,
Uh-huh.
I was like, kind of like, oh, this is dumb, whatever.
Yes, if you ever get back to
And then
Muskegon, please come
he
over.
went there,
Yes.
or we went through, and it was really cool. I'd never thought about how coffee was processed, or even seen green
yeah,
coffee.
I just love
or,
manufacturing. We watch how it's made. Like, we love
Yeah.
those shows.
That is super interesting. I will
It's
say that.
fascinating.
Like, I still remember the crayon video from Mr. Rogers, right? How they make crayons.
Yeah, when I go to those manufacturing shows and they just, like, the things a machine can do.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yes. But the fact that we still have, Michigan employees working in there.
Yeah, we hire people.
And we do have a new K-Cup machine on the way. I know that, it's very difficult for us to keep up with the demand, but
Yeah.
I'm so excited for a new machine. It's got a lot of quality control.
Yeah.
Things that we
Yes.
previously we don't have currently. So we'll make sure that the cup's properly sealed. It actually pushes the cup to make sure that it's properly sealed.
That's cool.
So right now when Kim and I run the machine, we pop out almost every cup and we squeeze it a little, and you try to manually test it, but
that's a lot for every
if
cup.
there's not the
a
right
great
weight,
test.
there's just a lot of really nice
We
quality,
weigh
and
the
it's
cups.
currently we have a 1-lane machine, so it's one long row,
cup at a
one,
time.
Yeah.
and we'll have
3
4
seconds a cup.
so it'll be 4. So it takes
Wow.
3 seconds for us to make 1 cup.
That's
Wow.
not very many cups.
No. And it just keeps growing and growing.
Wow.
So
No, it's time. I can't wait for the new machine.
so we look
It's
forward to
coming.
that too. Because there is just a lot of human. I mean, Kim, who runs the machine, we can't even
She's
say
a
now she's an
saint.
angel because it
She
is
really
very
is, too.
temperamental.
The most frustrating, and you know what though? I think it likes blondes because
I went over
it works
there.
for me.
Yeah.
It works for Kim.
Yeah.
It works for Clayton, and
Yeah.
it works for Logan.
Yep, and I
You
went
put
over there.
Kevin on that
Yeah.
machine? Nope. You
Yeah.
put Alex on that machine? No.
Yeah, I went over
I
there
think
for
it's
like
gotta
2
have a
seconds.
blonde.
2
You
seconds.
went over there
to watch
and
the
it broke.
machine.
I
and it
literally,
broke.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Patty, I just need to walk over to that computer. It's
Yeah.
been running good for an hour and a half.
Yep, I didn't touch a thing, and all of a sudden, I'm like, that doesn't
That
look
doesn't
right.
look
I
right.
think it only works for blondes.
That's
It worked
fine.
for Vicky just fine.
And we're hoping with the new machine too that we'll be able to get away from like the number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Like we'll actually be
In the-
able to
in the
put that
subscription
for
boxes.
the subscription
Yeah.
K-Cup boxes. We'll actually be able to put
We
the
would love
thing
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, right now the lead time on lids is like 12 to 18 weeks. So
Oh,
there's
my
there's
word.
no way we
Oh,
could
my
do
word.
it.
No.
We wish.
But
We have
it's
ideas.
a different lid system, so I think
Yeah.
we'll be able to get that. Would be huge.
Yeah.
Because it's not
How
ideal.
cute
It
would
just
those
is
be
what
to
it
have
is.
like little our next box on the lids would be so cute.
Oh,
Would be so
I think
cute.
I'm most excited for the next box that we have. Like, I am beyond geeked for it.
I know we get to take pictures tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and I've got the next 3 months of the year.
I saw the plans. I like
yeah,
it.
we're
It's
taking
cute.
pictures tomorrow of October and November.
Okay. I've got December done too.
Yeah, I don't think we have everything
Okay.
designed.
I was like, I've got December done.
I don't think we have it.
Well, and the funny
I'm
thing
still
is
guessing
we're-
what flavors I'm gonna get with the numbers.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Oh yeah, see that's the
Yeah.
hard part, right?
Somebody did say that they took a Sharpie on the outside of the cup when they get them, and they just write
yeah,
it with
because
a
you could
Sharpie.
put. I wouldn't put on the lid because that's not food safe, right?
yeah.
I probably
I
won't
mean,
hurt
you're
doesn't
anything.
pushing the
really
water
matter.
through, but on the
Yeah.
side
Yeah.
or color date them.
It really doesn't go on the outside of the cup.
Because we used to put the decaf stickers on the outside.
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
cup
it shouldn't
and
hurt
was
Yeah.
just
anything.
fine.
Yeah.
You just Sharpie it on or whatever.
Yeah.
So
We-
hopefully Charles will have a
It's,
Yeah.
it's
solution soon.
goals. In
Yeah.
our goals.
Yeah, for sure.
It is, and I really like it's a father-son team in Wisconsin that
That's
are
building the
building
K-Cup,
the
yeah.
K-Cup
Yeah.
machine,
A
and
family. We always try to use family, local when we can.
Yeah.
they were super nice when we went out and visited them.
Yeah.
So.
We've
Let's
actually
say
brought a lot of stuff that we used to outsource. You know, we've got like our local box company that makes
Right.
our packaging now.
Well, it's awesome
Yeah.
too because literally we call them and we're like, even though they've never used our K-Cup machine,
Yeah.
they're giving us advice and trying to help us fix stuff,
That's
even
super
though they really
kind.
have no skin in the game
Yeah.
on that.
Well,
Like,
and,
it's just-
okay, this is we are gonna stop this soon, but there is a really good book called Givers and Takers,
oh yeah,
and it's like because who wins in the end? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like takers may win soon, but givers always, like, it's crazy the statistics of it, because like it's like they gave us advice, right?
yeah.
With nothing, they didn't get anything from it. But then who do we go to when we're going to make a big purchase?
Yeah.
The person who gave. So it is kind of nice because I'm naturally a giver. I'd say
Yeah.
we're all givers,
Yeah,
right? That
absolutely.
it really does, not that you want to get back, but it was kind of nice that it's the right way to live life.
I
Well, I
agree.
think
Even
it's
from a
interesting, too,
statistical
'cause
standpoint.
We pick givers too.
Yes, we do.
Like, think about Brent, who manufactures our K-Cup lids.
Yes.
I mean, he started with us when we needed, like, we're like, can we just get 1,000 lids?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he called all the time. He's like, how are you doing? How are you growing? Do you need anything?
But he was really nice when I went and visited him in Vegas, and he said, even if you guys pick a different K-Cup machine, not the one I'm recommending, I will come up there and I'll get it set and calibrated for you guys and help you out.
That's awesome.
And I mean, how amazing is that, right?
A lot of people don't do
I
that.
think he just really wants to see us succeed.
Yeah.
And we want to see him succeed.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, like when all the
It's a partnership.
e-commerce advice you've gotten, just, I mean, people have been
Alessandro's
so wonderful.
amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
And then I mean, I get advice, right? And then I always try to, if anybody's
Give it
asking,
back.
give it back, because we have learned so much.
Right.
So much.
Let's all succeed, right? There's room for everybody.
When that's
Exactly.
like, even my 12-year-old, I'm like, be just someone's success
Keep
doesn't take
chatting.
away
I'm
from
working
yours.
from home, so it's like being back in the office for a bit.
There we go.
Yeah,
We're
and-
your office crew.
And Bill said, just recently ordered 9 boxes of flavored K-Cups and love them all, including all 4 of the special flavors.
Bill,
from
I
last
think
month.
I actually
Thanks,
saw
ladies.
your order. I
Yeah.
remember seeing your
Because
order.
we
that
do
too.
pull orders quite a bit.
Hey, Bill, though, we need a new book of the month. Right now, we just finished
do.
Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I read it years ago, so I didn't read it again. I love everything Colleen Hoover writes, but, Bill.
I didn't read
Yeah.
it. I probably already have read it.
I'm gonna, after this book, which I started yesterday, so I'm obviously gonna finish today.
Yeah.
But the arrangement has 2 more.
I read
yeah,
them.
I
I
downloaded
read them.
those.
Worth it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
glad you
I
did.
did like
yeah.
them. I did.
Yeah.
And we actually had a couple new members of our book club, and they liked our book selections.
Oh, good.
So they
That's
both
good.
They
commented
also
on
like that we probably don't talk about the book at book club.
Yeah.
It's like the unwritten
You know
rule
what, though?
book
I
club.
really like that these ladies, like, they had put on, like, the local page that they're like, hey,
A lady had posted on our local page and just said, hey, I'm new to the area. I never thought about it, but it is a pretty small town.
Yeah.
Most people didn't leave.
Yeah.
So you've got friends
Yeah.
that you've had since high school. So
Yeah.
breaking into that kind of community
then
can be
there's-
difficult.
The weird stuff too, because like my age, all my friends left.
Yes.
And now I have no friends because all
Yes.
my friends
We're
left.
your friends, yeah.
But it's
Right.
like, so
Yeah.
the women were more my age,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, we're new in town.
Harlan
This one
Cobain.
woman said, we're new in town.
never read
Can
that.
you,
Check it out.
can you,
We'll look it up.
can
Thank
you,
you.
I'm looking it up now.
oh, that they were looking for things to do or ways to make people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put on there, hey, I have a book club once a month, but we're not serious about books. Do you know what I mean?
We are, but, like, we don't
We
read
read a
them.
lot.
Yeah, we read a lot, but when it
and
comes to
it was
book
funny
club-
because the original poster never messaged me.
Really?
No, but 2 women in the thread messaged me and said, "Hey, I would love to, get in more information." And I'm huge props, like you were saying, because they come in, they don't know anybody.
No.
Yeah.
And it's a swim party. Like we were in my pool, so
Yeah.
you're showing up in your swimsuit.
Yeah.
You don't know anybody.
Yep.
Yeah. I wasn't there. I didn't get to meet them.
Oh, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
So and they were wonderful.
It's
But
called The Win in paperback.
I moved a lot growing up, so I just, the worst part of moving or going to a new place is the lunch table moment.
Yeah.
So that was my only goal when I went to new school, is find someone to sit with at lunch. Like,
And-
what lunch are you?
Wait, is that like
Right.
prison where you beat up the
Well,
person?
because you get there, you get your tray, and you're just
Breaking
like,
into those
where
cliques.
in the
Yes.
world do you sit?
When they know each other.
And even if I don't know, it's like they don't have to be my long-term friend.
Right.
Maybe it's not like, but just somebody to sit with.
See, and
it was
I
my
was-
only thing.
I feel a little bit uncomfortable doing that, but I must have got some dad in me because I will make a friend anywhere.
Catherine
Yes.
talks to
Even like
everyone,
last night at
anywhere.
my daughter's
Yeah.
gymnastics, a woman, we're kind of like chatting immediately, and then she's like, "I'll sit next to you." I'm like, "Okay, great," and we chatted the whole gymnastics. I didn't even know her name.
Oh, I went to a conference, and the first thing I did was find someone to eat lunch with.
Yeah.
That we were all, and then we ended up going to a movie at
Oh, I
Hollywood
remember
Studios,
that,
and we
yeah.
had such a fun
because
time.
everybody's kind of alone, like
Yeah,
you know.
right?
I always think that. Well, I mean, it was kind of funny at last book club. Oh, you weren't there because we went around, and it's like telling a little about so it's like, oh, I bought something from Laurie, and I met her there, and that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
Shelly Eisenweiss is so funny because we just kept running into each other in town everywhere. I finally said, God's telling us we need to be friends, apparently.
I've seen your face
I see
too
you
many times,
everywhere.
yeah. Okay, so the book that Bill recommended sounds pretty good.
Okay.
It sounds like a
I've
thriller.
heard of
Best-selling
this.
thriller.
I've heard that author, obviously.
A dead
I've been
man's
into
secrets fall into
thrillers
the
lately.
hands of a vigilante antihero, driving him down a dangerous road.
Is
Like,
it
I have to read it so dramatically.
I had to read it very
What
dramatically.
is it called? It's
What is it?
Ever After. H-E-A? Does it have an H-E-A?
Oh, does it?
I'm getting all the acronyms.
Well, but probably not because it is a series, book 1 of 1.
Oh, it is 101 because
Yeah.
there is. I remember reading him. There was like an old detective, but
Harlan-
I think it was cute.
Harlan
too, so I'm
Coben?
not-
Yeah. Well, the only problem is, though, is I have a solemn vow not to
Wichita
start a series
Falls.
that
Oh.
not finished.
Yes, we could bring our
Oh,
book club to you.
I love Wichita Falls. It was one of my favorite vacations. I went as a
But
child.
it's
We
not
went there
Wichita
for a whole
Falls,
month.
Kansas.
Can-
I think Charles lives in Wichita Falls, Texas. I think he told us before,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah.
I went out west.
Yeah, because it's always hot where he is. Yeah.
They're both west.
Texas is kind of south.
South and west from us, different time zone.
They're both west.
Okay, so Laurie and geography is like our favorite thing because it's
So
adorable.
she thought Vermont was by California.
Okay, so one
Not
year we did a thing where we printed off maps of the United States.
Well,
and we
let's
timed
talk
it.
about how this was prompted.
Okay,
first
this-
of all,
yes, yeah.
my little brother had to go to a coffee training in Vermont, and
yes.
he's like, "I'm just gonna drive there," and she's like,
Montana's really
"You
far
can't
away. Like,
drive
it's really
there.
far away.
That's super far away. That's all the way by California. You can't do that by yourself." And we're all looking at her and we're like, "What?" So I ran to my office. I printed off blank U.S. maps
This is
immediately. I
Yes,
said,
it
"Everybody in the conference room, no studying.
No studying.
Fill out the map." So we all filled out the maps.
Yes.
I didn't do great.
I did pretty good. Janelle did the best, I think.
Yeah, Janelle
There
did
was
the
a
best.
tie, I think, for the tie.
I really knew
I
like,
did
the
not do
middle
well.
Yeah.
and like some of the west, but
Yeah.
the east coast.
To be fair to myself, I learned Minnesota history like at 3 or 4 different schools and no geography. I had no geography, I had no grammar. Like I've got
The-
big gaps in my
the thing
schooling because there wasn't. I don't think then it was like grade level objectives.
Yeah.
It was like every
Oh.
school had
Their
their
thing.
own thing.
And
You should know more geography from anyone though, because you've lived in so many states.
She probably knows where those states are, though.
but
on the
no,
map.
she probably doesn't.
We should do this again. We should print off another map
I
and
think
see
I
where
would
she
do
does.
better.
Maybe we should do it and then like do our results live on one of these ones and see how we do, right?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna start studying. I need one of those like puzzles. Where you put it
I probably have one. I probably have that puzzle.
California,
Duck
Texas.
puzzles. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, I
my
didn't
gosh.
know Washington was in that corner.
Okay, well the
forever till I
puzzles would
went
be
there.
cheating because then you have to like fit them in, right?
No, she's talking
Yeah.
for studying.
Oh,
A study puzzle.
that makes sense.
The 4-year-old level. Does anyone have a school teacher that can send me one of those puzzles?
You have a school teacher degree.
And the bad part, well, no, it was my major, my history and language arts.
This is your killing.
Oh gosh. Yes.
This is what happens with more than one cup of coffee.
I am very smart in some categories,
brilliant.
and
You are
then
brilliant.
very not in
Yes.
others.
Yes, you were very
Um,
smart.
And because honestly, the grammar, the only way I learned grammar was Mad Libs.
So I literally just bought those Brain Quest books for my kids because I'm like, we need to get some learning done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
my
we're
God.
super C. C is really tripping us up. The letter C, the word S-E-E, and the letter S. Estelle cannot.
Oh, that makes sense. Though.
She cannot
Yeah.
figure
Okay.
this out.
Yeah.
I just remember dessert and desert because you went
Yes.
2 desserts.
Yes. You taught me that. You said dessert has more.
I've never heard that, but now
You
I will
want 2
remember that.
desserts.
Yeah.
An island is always island.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. It's an
yeah.
island.
Yeah, because the S is silent.
Yeah.
Island. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Because we lived on Island View Drive growing up. So
Yeah,
we had
The
a...
view.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad would go into
What
this...
was that you just did?
No, my dad would walk around and he would do this whole like Malibu whatever.
No, he's like, I
rap.
grew up on the view.
He'd be
like,
like,
it was like
It's so tough out here in the streets, and he would go with these like popping collars.
Okay, I think that's from the movie Malibu's Most
It
Wanted.
pretty much was,
With Jamie
yeah.
Kennedy,
He
like,
would-
pops
I have
his
no
collar.
idea.
he would
Yeah.
literally walk
Malibu.
around the house doing this The View rap.
Oh
like,
my god.
It was
Okay,
the
so we're gonna have
funniest.
to have Kevin come on and do the rap one of these times.
Oh yeah, he would. He always
Oh,
talked about
Lord help
living on
us.
The View.
He's He's probably here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
He'll
but
be
we
buzzing.
really
He's
are
watching,
at
he's gonna
45
come into it.
minutes.
Oh
so
my
we
gosh.
better in this.
Okay. Well, yeah, we've got
And I
work to
really do have a
perhaps.
meeting.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I wanted
I think I've got an
11.
11 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, a 1 o'clock, and a 2 o'clock.
Thank you very much for hanging out with
Bearing
us.
with us.
Yes.
Indulging us, I guess, really.
I know.
I hope you had some fun this morning.
Yeah.
But, and really try some. If you guys
Okay.
come up with some wonderful flavors, let us know.
But next
Yes.
week, it sounds like we are doing we're tasting the flavors, and
Yes.
there may be a little bit of nailed it
Failed it.
involved.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna just say failed it right now. But mine might taste good and just not look good. We don't know.
You put hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Okay,
I don't know
all
how
right.
that's going to
We're
go.
gonna go into a whole nother tangent.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
My hot dog mac and cheese.
It's disgusting.